This isn't a trick or AI. That's a crisp, ice cold beer pouring straight out of a 12-volt camping fridge. Now, some of you might remember our April Fool's post. We showed off a fake 12-volt keg fridge as a joke. But after pulling in over 1 million views and reading thousands of comments from people ready to buy one on the spot, we realized something. You guys weren't joking at all. You wanted it to be real. Today, we're showing you how to build the ultimate 12-volt keg fridge from your home garage or shed. But since a flat foamy beer is a campsite disaster, we've invited the absolute king of mini kegs. This is Dave from iKegger. G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
And he's going to show us how to plumb it like absolute pros.
G'day, guys. I'm Dave from iKegger. We've got a simple conversion kit. Going to turn these fridges into kegerators today. Chest fridge or upright fridge, we've got you covered.
Because we know everyone's setup is different, today we're not building one, we're actually building two. First up, Andy. The King's Escape 40-litre chest fridge. This fridge is lightweight, compact, and the ultimate portable option. It's perfect for quick weekend trips, wagons, or tighter canopy setups. But honestly, it's just as handy to have sitting out in the garage or the backyard shed for weekend Barbie duties. And the best part for all you DIYers at home, with this build, you won't be stuck with a keg fridge forever. When you want your normal fridge back, all you have to do is pop off the tap, remove the keg, and you're good to go. On the other hand, if you want maximum capacity, we're also converting this massive 85-litre upright fridge. This is for serious tourers, permanent canopy builds, and long weeks away. But don't think it's just for the tracks. This thing is absolutely ideal for taking pride of place right in the middle of your man cave or backyard shed. Same deal here. If you ever need to convert it back to store milk and veggies, the keg gear unclips in seconds. You'll just have a cheeky tap on the door to puzzle your mates. Two completely different fridges, completely versatile for the tracks or the home garage.
Same glorious result, ice cold beer on tap wherever you want it.
Dave, we've got an issue here. We've got the fridges, but we need the tools, and most importantly, we need the beers.
Absolutely. Without those, we're just going to make these for nothing. Let's go get it.
Done. The legends at Better Beer have hooked us up to fuel this double build. Ginger beer in one and their legendary lager in the other. The beauty of Better Beer is that it tastes unbelievable. It's stocked at Dan Murphy's and other known retailers right across Australia. All right, cargo secured. Now let's get the tools. Next, we headed to our local hardware store to grab masking tape, marker pens, 22mm hole saw bit and hole saw arbor to match, a tape measure, a large shifter, and a power drill. This is everything you'll need to grab for the job. Now, let's break down what parts you'll need from iKegger. Dave?
So we've set it up on our website to make it easy for everyone. We've got one kit for the upright fridges, which includes a shank to go through the door of the fridge, a tap, which will be on the outside, and our beer line, which will go to the keg. Inside the fridge, we'll have our 5-litre keg, push button tap, and our gas regulator. So for a chest style fridge, it's easier to go up through the lid, and so our shank is vertical. We have a quick connect post on top, the hose to go to the keg like normal, but our tap, like a hose fitting, clicks on and off as needed. And just like our upright fridge, to a keg, push button tap, and gas regulator. So both of these kits are already set up on our website. You can go grab them, ikegger.com. Let's build.
Let's do it. Now it's time to begin putting this kit together. First, we're going to lay everything out inside each fridge. For the 85-litre upright fridge, remove one of the shelves and set the other to the middle height. Then, lay down your keg on either the shelf or the bottom of the fridge tray. This still gives you heaps of space to use it as a regular fridge. For the Escape 40, we're going to need to remove the internal basket. Then, place the keg in an upright position. This is the perfect size keg for this fridge with no wasted space.
The layout we've chosen for both of them gives us the perfect clearance between the tap, keg, and fridge. So once you're happy with where your keg is sitting, it's time to mark out where the shank is going to be drilled through.
All right, before we drill, remember that fridges in general have cooling lines and electrical cables running through the wall. For this 85 upright, we've decided to drill through the front door to avoid any of that. Step 1, Slap masking tape under the top shelf for protection. Place the shank nut on the top left corner of the bottom shelf and mark dead center with your marker. We're choosing this exact corner because it keeps the beer line close to the door hinge and out of the way when you're using the fridge. Plus you get to keep all of your shelf space. Now it's time to drill. Step 2, hold the door firm with one hand. Carefully drill from the inside out and stop the exact second the center pilot bit punches through the front face of the door. Step 3, pull the drill out. Slap masking tape directly over that fresh front pinhole to protect the shiny outer finish. Now, place your hole saw on the pinhole and drill from the front to cleanly finish your 22mm shank hole. Step 4, wipe away the plastic shavings. Blow the dust out of the hole so it doesn't get into the shank and hence your beer. Feed your tap and shank straight through the hole from the front. From the inside, tighten the shank nut by hand and then use your shifter to lock it down. Next, screw the push fitting onto the end of the shank until it's finger tight. And lastly, push the beer line into the push fitting. Now for our portable chest fridge, the Escape 40. For this build, we're drilling through the cup holder closest to the hinge. Drilling here keeps the beer line completely clear when you open and close the lid. Plus, it keeps your cup holder 100% clear for your schooner while you're relaxing. Step 1, mask the inside of the cup holder with some tape. Take the black trim cover off the tap shank, center it perfectly inside the cup holder, and mark your drill hole right down the middle. Step 2, remove the trim cover and send your 22mm hole saw straight down through the cup holder. Clean the shavings. Drop the tap shank through from the top and mirror the exact same hardware process by tightening the shank nut from underneath and finish off with your shifter. Screw on the push fitting and push the beer line in. Now, remember back at the start when I mentioned how versatile the iKegger kits are? Well, this is exactly what I was talking about. The quick connect tap. With one click, the entire tap pops off. It's a massive game changer. It saves precious packing space, stops your tap from getting bumped on rough tracks, and lets you reclaim your standard fridge in seconds. The taps are all mounted. Now it's time for the business end, prepping, filling and gassing the iKegger system. Over to you, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. Let's talk kegs. Everything you need to know will be in the instruction manual, quick start guide, and the step-by-step videos. But the key points we're going to cover are you want it clean and sanitized before you fill it. You want to chill the keg so you don't get foaming, which will send your beer flat. And pro tip, chuck your glassware in the fridge too if you've got space. Then measure and cut your dip tube to the exact height of the keg. This ensures you get every single drop and stops the line from tangling inside. Now the next step, if you're lying the keg down, like you're going to use it in the upright 85, you need to install the one-way valve in between the regulator and the disconnect. This will prevent any damage from liquid getting into your regulator. Next, double check the regulator is turned off anti-clockwise. Then we're going to twist a bulb in, just finger tight until it stops, and then one firm twist to crack the seal. Now, if we're not going to drink this keg in the next 24 hours, we want the beer to last longer. To do that, we prevent oxygen contact by putting some CO2 in there first. Simple as that. We push the air out and now we can pour our beer in. All right, we're getting close to the main event. We need to get beer in these kegs. So we've got beer and we've got ginger beer. Easiest way to fill it is to tilt the keg on the side so that we don't get a lot of foam, and that will prevent it going flat on us. The beauty of this system is you can fill it with commercial slabs like we've got here, your own homebrew, fresh pours straight from a local brewery, or even a massive batch of cocktails. Getting so thirsty, I can almost feel it.
Oh yeah.
All we got to do now, we screw on the keg tap, we click on the regulator and pressurize the system to 10 to 12 PSI. So we could pour directly from the portable spout like this, but we want the ultimate custom setup. So let's slide off the spout and hook it straight to our new fridge taps. So a quick note on the beer line in this system, we've set it up for the perfect length and thickness so you get a great pour. Don't mess with it, it's right to go. Make sure your fridge tap handle is pushed all the way back so it's closed. Click your push fitting straight onto the keg stem, flip this valve parallel to the line to open the flow, and finally push down on the button lock and twist it clockwise to lock the keg wide open. And if you're hitting rough corrugated tracks, just twist that button anti-clockwise to lock it off. It stops any accidental spills in transit, so you won't lose a single drop of your beer. Lock it in, slide it into the fridge, and we are done.
Now for the Escape 40, hook up the keg the same way we just showed you for the 85 litre fridge and drop the keg in upright. Lastly, attach the tap and make sure it's locked.
All right, Dave, look at this. 2 fridges modded up, 2 kegs full of beer. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Wow, look at that. That is what this project was all about. Ice cold beer on tap out of a portable 12 volt setup. Andy, get over here and check this out.
Are you kidding? Thank you, Dave. Cheers, boys. So now that is exactly how better beer should taste.
2 epic 12 volt fridges, customized a little.
2 iKegger conversion kits.
And crisp better beer.
On tap wherever you go. How easy was that? Head to the links in our bio to grab the exact iKegger kits, the Escape 40 chest fridge, or the 85 litre upright. Also, drop a comment below and tell us which of these 2 setups you'd have. The compact Escape 40 for a quick weekend getaway, or the big 85 litre upright for your permanent canopy build or backyard shed. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Dave.
And I'm Dave.
And I'm here for the beer.
And we'll see you on the next adventure.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You're better than that.